Let's see how we can see the stomach with ultrasound. It is very meaningful to see the stomach with ultrasound. This is a way to see the stomach antrum, which has the most lesions among the stomach. To see it, transverse and longitudinal scans from the center are required. At this time, the important thing is to use the high frequency of the probe. Why? As you can see in the picture here, the picture is depicted on the CD line, and the stomach antrum is located right near the abdominal wall. That's why you need to use a higher frequency. Of course, you can see 3.5 MHz. For a more detailed look, I am using a 6.5 MHz vaginal probe. So look at the stomach wall, and you can see the lymph node invasion around the stomach enough. Likewise, if transverse scanning is performed with a 6.5 MHz probe just below the xiphoid at the center, the picture will be shown as it is now. From here to here is the abdominal wall. The shaded area now corresponds to the stomach antrum. So from here to here, it can be seen that this corresponds to the anterior wall of the stomach, from here to the posterior wall of the stomach. Because here in lumen, there might be some passing gas, or a fluid collection, it is difficult to measure by including the hole here. The stomach wall must be measured without the inside. It is an important fact that a normal stomach wall should not exceed 5 mm on one wall. Stomach in the back rear. At the rear of stomach, you can see these pancreas. From here, we're going to move a little bit more this way, and we'll have a direction like this. If you think you can see by turning the probe to the 10 o'clock position, the duodenal bulb comes to the back of the stomach antrum. You can also observe the flow of the triangular shape like this. So, if a duodenal bulb has a triangular shape like this, and the wall has a smooth wall, it is a normal duodenal bulb. So, let's practice how to observe stomach antrum. Let's look at the stomach antrum. Stomach antrum is close to the surface of the pancreas, so it was tested with this 6.5 MHz vaginal probe, with a high frequency. Stomach antrum can be drawn with transverse, or longitudinal scans, like this from the center. What I'm looking at right now is the stomach antrum. From here to here, the anterior and posterior walls of the stomach are attached. So, if you want to measure the normal diameter, AP diameter, it is now 1.2 centimeters. The thickness of a normal wall on one side of the original wall should be less than 5 centimeters. But now, because there is a little content, it looks a little wide. During the transverse scan, the stomach antrum is visible from the rear just below the abdominal wall, and the pancreas is observed behind the abdominal wall. The inside between the black line and the black line is the stomach antrum, and you can see that there are various gases and fluid collections inside. Are you not seeing a lot of gas shadows? And the overall unique layers are well observed one by one. Now, since the anterior and posterior walls of the stomach are attached, it is observed in multiple layers. Stomach antrum is normal. But if there is a tumor, the wall becomes quite thick. Usually, if it is more than 1 centimeter, you should be suspicious and observe closely. And if you do a dynamic study, you can observe even the passing of the peristaltic wave with ultrasound. So, the stomach antrum can be observed sufficiently with ultrasound. You can see it like this. Then, longitudinal scan of the stomach antrum. If you set the reference point to the 12 o'clock direction, the left lateral margin on the liver you saw earlier looks quite sharp. Stomach antrum appears in an oval shape like this, and the anterior wall and the posterior wall can be distinguished. Stomach antrum. Below this is the pancreas. This is what the content looks like.